Mike, this season is not over yet. It doesn't have to be done with. If Penn State goes on the road, first game going out to Illinois this week, who just got clobbered by Ohio State 30-0. Give me the stance of what you think with the Fighting Illini. Can Penn State bounce back, and how good is Illinois?
Well, Illinois has not been good at all so far. They're 1-2. And the one loss is to like Eastern Illinois or something. I mean, the one win is like to Eastern Illinois or something like that. Yeah. The two losses are bad losses to Ohio State and Missouri. And but I think I'm already starting to read this in the media, is this idea that, well, Illinois is falling apart and Penn State should have no problem getting well. Illinois has some athletes.
Yes,
Illinois has a quarterback, Juice Williams, who has been very erratic. He's been very bad when he's been bad, but he's had like 450-yard passing games in the Big Ten. And they have one of the best receivers in the country, Aurelius Ben, who is now getting healthy and looks like he's going to be able to start playing. And I can't believe that Illinois, I mean, people already are firing Ron Zook, the coach, and everything. I can't believe that those kids at home, coming off what they're coming off of, aren't going to make a stand. Aren't going to. I mean, I do not think this is an easy game for Penn State, unlike a lot of other people. And then the following week they play Eastern Illinois, which is at home, which is really that's a gimme. I mean, they're not going to lose that game.
Get your hot dogs ready for that one.
And you know, if they get back to 5-1, if they win these next couple and get back to 5-1, I think they can kind of rebuild some confidence, and I think the fans will get back into it again. And I still think that if their offensive line gets better, all the rest of their games are potentially winnable games. But it's a huge if for their offensive line to get better. Penn State has this history. They've had a lot of good veteran offensive lines, but it seems like it takes them 2, 3, 4 years to build up to that point.
They're 4 or 5 year seniors before they get good.
Last year's offensive line was guys who were not that highly regarded as athletes when they were freshmen and sophomores, turned out to be terrific in their 4th or 5th year in the program. And maybe that's what has to happen again, and that doesn't do you any good in the short term.
What concerns me about this weekend, though, is Illinois lost to 2 quality programs, Missouri and Ohio State, and they're like a wounded animal now. They're going back home.
That's what I think.
And I think they're going to come out to prove something.
Ohio State's a top 10 team. It was 30-0. It was at Ohio State, and Ohio State had the starters in with like 90 seconds left, and they scored a touchdown to make it 30-0. So that's not like they lost 63-0. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I mean, it's not that much of a. Illinois is not a gimme. Let's say Penn State should win it, but it's certainly not an automatic that they will win it.